Hello everyone, my name is Griffin and we are back with another reaction video. This time we are reacting to another one of Isaac Butterfield's videos. This one is called Delusional Women of TikTok. Now, for all those people out there, there are more than just delusional women on TikTok. There are delusional men as well. I just don't think they are as abundant, as mean as that sounds. But let's see what Isaac has to show us.
I've asked this question a couple of times on this channel. Are women okay? And the resounding answer has been no. My good God, no. But
No. I don't think women and men are okay. Neither one is okay. I don't think one is less okay than the other. Each one has their moments, but Shoe on Head has said that for some reason women love posting their own L's, which I don't understand the point of doing something like that, but you know, it's what some people like to do apparently. But let's continue.
in today's video, I've compiled some amazing evidence that may just change my mind. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Also, I'm currently on tour across Australia, so come and see me live. Now, let's have a look.
Ran into me because you're a transphobe and you're having a bad
I
life.
have trans friends.
So why did you walk into me like that?
You're looking
Chase
for
the chicken
problems
on
and you're purposely
Am I?
antagonizing me.
See, look, this is not a delusional woman, this is a delusional man. See here, there are a lot of people like this dumbass where if you're not watching where you're going, you'll bump into somebody. It happens. Be it, you know, in public, on the street, at work, at home, at school, wherever, you're going to bump into somebody because one of y'all is not paying attention. And there are crazy dumbasses like this who, just because you bumped into them, think you did it on purpose and think you did it because you're a transphobe or you're a misogynist or you're whatever other kind of phobe or ist or ism there is. People need to realize shit happens. You bump into somebody because most of the time you're just not paying attention. So shut the fuck up and move on with your life.
Am I?
So I'm gonna give you a minute and then I'm gonna call the cops. Because you was going in that direction and now you're following me.
Oh my God, she's a woman of color and you're harassing her.
Now you're following me to this location
Because you,
and I'm
you
gonna stand
walked
here
into
for
me,
1 minute.
You antagonized me.
Okay.
Just because she walked into you does not mean in any way, shape, or form that she has antagonized you. Now, if she did it on purpose and started deliberately, you know, provoking you and shit, then yeah, then she would be antagonizing you. But from how this video is going, you just bumped into each other on accident. You ended up following this poor lady, and now you're harassing her.
Okay, what's
And
your name?
You're a black woman calling a
What's
cops
your
on a
name?
trans.
What's her color got to do with it, bro?
And I just want you to
What's
think.
your name?
I want you to think about that.
Okay,
You're a black woman calling the cops
go ahead.
on a trans
Go,
woman.
continue to.
The fuck has that got to do with anything?
And I want you to think.
You know what? I never understood. What does the color of somebody's skin have to do with anything about the person? What does that matter? What does their sex, race, creed, religion, or any of that have to do with who the person is? Because I don't think it has anything to do with the person. So what the fuck are you bringing her skin color up for?
Think about that.
We're at 37
and
seconds.
I'm gonna pray for you.
I'm going to hang.
Because I
I'm going to
pray-
stop recording at 1 minute, and I'm going to call the cops if you're still in my area. I haven't offended you in any
hit
way.
me on the sidewalk
and you're
with your
following
body.
me.
You hit me.
Honey.
It's
What-
not honey
Okay.
anymore, bitch.
Oh!
It's not honey.
All
It's
right.
not honey, bitch.
We're just going to patiently wait.
It's me!
Yes, we are. You're a hypocrite.
It's
You're a
getting a
liberal
little bit
hypocrite.
more
Oh my-
You're a
aggressive.
bitch.
Is this-
Yeah,
Of course, you're gonna have to bring politics into this as well.
It's not PTSD, bitch.
Okay.
You fucked with the
apo-
wrong tranny today, bitch.
I apologize.
Can we use that word?
That's what you should be doing. You should be deleting that fucking video.
Oh, I love it.
And-
We
'cause
sh-
I feel
I love
like-
it.
I have a lawyer. I have two.
You know, it's as much as I want these people to just shut up and move on with their life, it is people like this that give plenty of us content to create and to point the finger and go, ha ha, you're a dumbass delusional moron. So while I would like these people to just shut up and move on with their life, it is because of these people that give us a reason to make content.
2 and 3 lawyers, honey.
2 and 3 lawyers.
I will sue your pants off.
I'm not speaking anymore.
That is a woman of color you're threatening.
If you try and sue her, you're not going to get anywhere because you'll be laughed right out of the courthouse.
Threatening to take the pants off.
Good.
Oh, that's great.
I risk my life every day getting ready in the morning. And
Same.
Okay, to you, not all of you, but to the minority of you trans people out there, you're not risking your life on a daily basis just by being who you are and getting ready for the day. You're not. Don't stop deluding yourself into thinking you're some constant victim who needs the pity of everybody around you. You want to risk your life on a daily basis? Go join the fucking military and get sent overseas. How about that? Or go on an oil rigger or something like that. Go do some sort of dangerous job where you actually risk your life on a daily basis. Just because you're trans doesn't mean you risk your life on a daily basis.
Temerity.
Temerity? It means the excessive confidence or boldness. Audacity is another word for it.
Because I have anxiety
Oh,
currently.
Audacity!
You need to go.
Yeah, you'd be scared if you're a lady and this dude is fucking carrying on like this, and I'll say it's a dude now because the wig is off. You would be a bit fucking nervous, particularly if they're yelling at you in public. That's
You
crazy.
need therapy.
This is a
And you know
crazy
what? You'd be
person.
better off in the hood.
That is funny. That he said you need therapy when he is the one having a mental fucking breakdown in the middle of the sidewalk. People watching and watching him have a crazy fucking episode. All because of this lady just accidentally bumped into him. She probably said, "Excuse me, I'm sorry for that." And he took it like, "Oh my God, I'm being harassed. I need to follow this person and give them a hard time."
It's the hood people.
Why should she be in the hood? Because she's black? Fuck you, mate.
They know how to act.
Okay.
Who's they?
They know how we treat each other. You went to Bard. You have a master's. You have an MBA.
Who's we?
Who cares?
I am
You were
currently
with a lot
starting
of
to
bunch of
shake
white
more
bitches
because
on
this
the
individual would
fucking
not
thing.
leave me alone.
Fuck you.
You should just
I
walk
have
away at this
PTSD
point,
from
but I think
being
she's having
assaulted
fun
by
with it.
people like you. And by that I mean insecure assholes.
Okay, I hope she puts a wig back on, heads over to TikTok where she works as a fact checker, and just calms down because this is pretty fucking crazy. It goes on for another minute. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's music. Hang on. Okay,
What?
I don't know if I can play that music. I don't know, but this is pelvic floor training for women. So they're.
Am I seeing this right? I'm seeing this right?
Sucking up the fluid through their puss. This is why you're not getting CEO positions, all right? To become a CEO, you need
What the fuck was that?
to be, dedicated to your work. There isn't enough
I'm really starting to question all y'all ladies' sanity.
time in the day to learn whether or not you can actually defy gravity with your puss. So if you are figuring that out, if you have found out that your puss has the sucking power of a small Dyson, you've been spending too much time trying to work that shit out, and maybe you should focus on your career goals. Nonetheless, you have me intrigued, because if you can suck a dick with your puss, you may very well become a CEO. I'll just say that.
I don't know why being overweight is one of the smartest things you could do.
Being overweight is the smartest thing you can do. Y'all seeing this, right? Y'all seeing this, right? It really worries me that there are people out there who honestly and genuinely think that being overweight, obese, morbidly obese, being a fucking whale is the smartest thing they can do. There are people who genuinely think this. It worries me that they believe being overweight, having multiple health problems, a bunch of joint problems, not being able to wipe their own ass, can't even bend over to get on their own shoes. What is wrong with these people? I don't get it. Being overweight is not the smartest thing you can do. It is possibly in the top 3 dumbest things you can do because of all the negative effects that come with being overweight. A lot of the health problems that people have, probably 8 to 9 out of 10 of the health problems people have would more than likely just disappear if they started getting healthy and becoming fit and not being fat. They wouldn't feel as tired. They wouldn't always feel hungry. Their feet and joints wouldn't hurt all the time. They would actually have energy. They would actually be able to do shit if they weren't so fucking overweight. And yet here we have people, mainly in the body positivity movement group, saying that being healthy is good. Being fat is good. Being overweight is healthy. It is empowering. Strong with these people, the delusion is.
Just imagine a zombie apocalypse and there's no food left.
Okay, immediately what came to mind when she said the zombie apocalypse was Zombieland, where one of the rules to staying alive is cardio. So a lot of the people to go first, look, I love zombies. I think a zombie apocalypse in fantasy, in mind, fantastic. In reality, not so much. I'd rather not die by being gnawed on to death and turning into one of those things. But the first people to go, other than the elderly and the little children, would be fat people because they can only run so much, and they would just... you're like a giant walking buffet to these zombies. You are one of the first people to go because you can't run very far. And you'll eventually get caught. So, no. Zombie apocalypse, you would not survive, you fucking whale.
Overweight people keep all the food in their belly. Therefore, they would live longer than people who aren't overweight.
Here's the thing. In one regard, yes, she is correct. Because during starvation, I think it's after 3 to 4 weeks of no food, your body will start to devour itself. Now, for fat people, the first thing your body would start devouring is all the excess fat that it has stored up. Now, once all that is gone, the next thing to get devoured would be all your muscles. And then after that, the next thing would be your organs. And then you would just eventually die. So in one regard, yes, overweight people in starvation would last longer than people who are not overweight. That is the only thing that is true. But other than that, she's a fucking idiot.
Until you naturally die very early. But no, she's not wrong there at all. She's not wrong. The reason you are fat, if you eat too many calories, is those calories are stored as body fat, and they're there if you need them later on down the track. In fact, you can go a very long time without eating. There was a gentleman who did this, I think he fasted for like a year and lost an absolute ton of weight. The only things he ate, or consumed rather, was water and certain vitamins. Now, throughout that process, he lost so much weight. Apparently, he didn't have the loose skin as well, which is something very, very interesting. But I'm just going to say, if there is a zombie apocalypse, you want to be able to outrun people. And I'm going to...
Yeah, the thing is, when you do lose weight, for those people like the lady here you see in the video, would actually eventually have loose skin, because I think if you lose weight very slowly, your skin can acclimate to it. But I think there's, after a certain size, you're gonna have excess skin no matter what, and you're probably gonna get it. You're gonna have to get it surgically removed if you don't want it. Now, up to a certain size, your skin would eventually just acclimate and just go back to, you just wouldn't have excess skin. But I think up to a certain one and over that, if you go over that by so much like her, I think no matter what, you're going to have excess skin. But that's what I think. Don't take it as fact. I am not a doctor, nor am I a nutritionist.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you're not out running shit. Unless it's downhill, then you have a good chance.
You could roll downhill.
Woman explodes at a boyfriend at the airport. Oh, wow. If you yell, you lose. She's lost. It doesn't matter what he's done. She's lost. If you yell at someone, at your partner, you're a dickhead, all right? Number one. But if you yell at your partner in public, everyone thinks that you're a fucking psycho. No one's sitting here watching her going, wow, I wonder what he did. Maybe he really deserves it. No. They're sitting there going, holy fuck, get out, dude. Get out while you still can. Before she goes all Lorraine Bobbitt on you. I realise some people don't know who Lorraine Bobbitt? I think it is. Yeah, Lorena Bobbitt. She cut off John's cock. And
Lorena Bobbitt.
It out of a fucking, she either threw it out of a car or put it down the garbage disposal in the sink. So whatever she did.
If I remember correctly, it was down the garbage disposal. But that's why you don't stick your dick in crazy.
That's not great. Yeah, and I'm not suggesting this lady yelling at her partner in the airport is going to cut off his cock, but she certainly, if you're a betting person, you might put, $5 or $10 on it happening. Jeez.
Then why are you with him? I'm sorry. If you are dating somebody and you are constantly calling them a loser and you hate them, you are automatically a bigger loser and dumbass than they are. That's just how it works. Like it or not, that's how it works. Because you're the dumbass that's staying with them, and at that point, you are the bigger loser.
Fuck, man. I tell you what, though, there is a chance.
I feel so bad for that guy. I really do.
That they didn't break up. Because men are fucking dumb fucks. All right? And the power of the puss is strong, particularly if it's one of those sucking ones from earlier. If she could suck a whole Coke can up a puss, he might have stuck around. Get out, mate. Get the fuck out.
I'm telling you, it's a frigging problem.
And I'm saying to you, thank you, miss.
Hang on. What's happened here? A cab driver says, thank you, miss. Oh, Karen says she doesn't identify as a miss.
And then all of a sudden you start to be angry.
Why would you say thank you, miss? I don't.
Because I'm trying to be polite.
Because you're a fucking woman, you goose.
As a miss. I might be a miss. I might be something else.
Miss or Mrs., either way, you're a fucking woman.
I don't know. I'm not asking for identification.
Let me just tell you what's happening here. She looks very bald. She looks like me. What's happening here is she is going through something called menopause or perimenopause. Everything in her and around her is drying up. And when that happens, women do this thing, I forgot the technical term, let me look it up. They go batshit fucking crazy. They lose the absolute plot, all right? They just lose their shit. They want to fight everyone, they want everyone to be dead, and that's how they want to live their life, okay? And then they just cry. And they cry, and they cry, and they cry, and they fight, and they hate, and they cry. That's what they're doing. So this is why she's cracking the shits about someone calling her miss. And it's not like she's saying that she's trans or something, it's just that she could be a missus. Who gives a fuck? Sitting there with your legs wide open with your fucking dry fanny, you big menopausal fuck.
And you call me miss when it's not your place, is it? You're not family. You're not friends.
Oh,
but I'm trying to be polite.
Okay. You could say, thank you, my fellow oxygen-breathing life form. Would you rather be called that?
Thank you, miss.
I don't think that's polite.
Well, I call people brother or braz.
Bruh.
Worries, cuzzy braz. I call people everything. So fucking, he should have just called you. That's what he should have called you. A big old.
How is it disrespectful for
How do you know I identify as anything?
What do you mean, identify?
You know, like
Fuck
gender.
up.
Gender?
Yeah.
What do you mean
I
by gender?
might be a they.
There's not gender that he's talking about.
You're
I
a
might
woman.
be.
You're a woman over here. I can see her in my eyes.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
So that makes it okay.
Okay for what?
Okay, people, if you're getting an Uber or a taxi or something, you do realize that they have every single right to pull over and tell you to get the fuck out of their car. And they can just leave you on the side of the road. And if you don't get out, they can call the cops and they can have the cops force your ass out. And then you're just going to go down to the precinct. So I would say don't argue with the person who's driving you somewhere, that you're paying to drive you somewhere, because they can say, fuck you, get out of my car, goodbye. And then you're just stuck on the side of the road, or you have to deal with the cops. So your choice of being an idiot.
Yes, it does make it okay, and we're going to continue on with this video because you don't deserve any more time from anyone. What a horrible person.
I'll kill myself before I have a fucking baby. Take away my right for a fucking abortion, bitch. I will kill myself. And then you're out of 2 people, bitch. Now you're down 2, fuckers.
This message was brought to you by Lexapro. It wasn't really. Don't sue me, please, Big Pharma. Okay, so you got someone here who's very pro-abortion, and I think it's very important to talk.
Look, I don't mind if you ladies want to get an abortion, if it, due to you for health reasons or due to some sort of, assault. But the sort of people I don't like when it comes to abortion is those who just use it so they can continuously have unprotected sex. And just when they get pregnant, say, I'm going to go get an abortion. And then continue making the same fucking mistake over and over and over and over again. Those are the type of people I can't stand. Because you know what? At this point, they should just take their right away for abortion and let them fuck up their own life. And see how far they get. Maybe they'll learn. I'm all for abortions. As long as people are responsible for the reasons why they're getting abortions and not like this dumb bitch.
Talk about abortion because it's a very serious subject. You're not just getting rid of something that doesn't exist, you're getting rid of a human life. However, sometimes it may very well be necessary. I know. Shock horror. And particularly with someone like her. Do you think she should be procreating? I don't care how right-wing you are or how...
Bitch needs to be sewn shut. Just so she can't do anything just so she can't pleasure herself or have someone else pleasure her. See how far in life you'll get when you can never do that again.
How religious you are, how very much you are staunchly against abortion. Surely you can agree with me here that she should not be procreating, okay? Yeah? We're on side? Good.
If someone were to ask you if you're a man or a woman, how would you actually respond?
I would pull out my cock.
How do you define being a man?
I would say to them...
Alright, here's how you define a man. Somebody who was born with the certain chromosomes. I can't remember which one is which because I didn't really care to remember. But also, someone who is born with a penis and testicles that can produce sperm. And yeah. Because women can't do that. Trans men can't do that. And as for a woman, someone who's born with the opposite set of chromosomes that men have, and that have a uterus, ovaries. I think my power is about to go out. Okay, we're good. That have ovaries that produce eggs and that can grow a child inside them for 9 months and give birth to said child. Because men cannot do that. Men do not have the facilities born in that we're not born with the facilities to carry a child and birth a child. We don't have a uterus. We cannot produce eggs. and we just can't grow a child. That is the difference between men and women, and those are the only two. There are rare cases where someone is born intersex, where they have both male and female genitalia, but that is very rare. But yeah, that's man and woman. And if you don't like it, well, don't blame me. Blame biology and evolution.
I am what I am today.
So let's say tomorrow that you get into a car accident.
Thank you for the good juju.
And you lost your private bits.
Thank you. How the fuck does that happen in a car accident? Unless my cock is in the door,
Or
which it often is.
maybe you had a health issue and you had to have your breasts removed.
Okay,
Would you
fair
no
enough.
longer be a man or a woman?
No.
No, you are your gender based on your chromosomes.
Absolutely not. Gender is a construct that we as
No, it's not.
humans have created under a very colonial system.
The only thing we created was the word man and woman. That is the only thing we created. Other than that, we have not created the difference between a man and a woman. Well, humanity has just created every single word in existence, but that's just how it is. But man and woman, is not a social construct that we just invented out of fucking nowhere.
System of oppression,
No one cares.
which was designed to control people and put people within categories,
Not one person gives a shit.
which really has nothing to do with our reproductive organs.
You're a grown-ass fucking man. Stop using Pantene, okay?
It's people like that have really shown others how horribly the education system has failed. Has severely failed. People like this and flat earthers really show how horribly the education system has failed us.
Think about other things to do with your life, all right? For fuck's sake.
Historically, there are cultures all over the world that have diverse gender identities outside of the male and female binaries that we currently live in.
Yeah, and some cultures used to sacrifice babies.
And there's another culture that would pull your heart out of your chest and sacrifice it to Quetzalcoatl and the other gods that the Aztecs had.
You know, if we want to curb climate change, why don't we try that?
With all that being said, remember, cuties, that gender is between our ears, not between our legs.
You can't argue with these people, so we'll just say, okay, mate, whatever you reckon.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened.
Oh, this. Okay, I'll give you some context here. This is about when Donald Trump got shot and they missed. Okay, thankfully they missed.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew and he missed? We were a second away. We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed. There was a white man.
I think if you think that.
Here's the thing that people seem to forget. This is not actually the first assassination attempt on Trump. This is actually the second. The first time was when he was doing his first run for president back in 2016, I think it was 2015, 2016. There was I don't know where exactly, what state it was in, but he was at a podium giving his little speech, to promises and whatever they do during the campaign. And a guy came up he was as far as I am from my computer monitor, which is like a foot or two away. He came up with a revolver, pointed it at his face, and missed him, like right here. Missed him. That was the first assassination attempt. This is actually the second. And this one was at a greater distance with a sniper rifle. Now, the thing is, as Trump is not the best person in the world. There is no perfect person. He's not the best person in the world. And you know what? No presidential candidate we've had in my entire lifetime has been the best candidate in the world. But, we do with what we have. But to act like that kind of person and wish the successive assassination attempt on somebody's life, or wish that, you know, anything like that upon someone else. I don't think that is a good thing to do. I don't. You need to get some mental help and get into a psych ward. But yeah, this is actually his second assassination attempt. This is the second time somebody has tried to take his life during a presidential campaign. So the first one, not a lot of people remember. But yeah.
That don't hang on.
Man attached to that trigger. I know it!
If she knows it was a white man attached to the trigger.
We were a centimeter away! Ah!
I think if you think that Donald Trump...
They actually showed a video that if Donald Trump didn't turn his head to look in the same direction that the bullet came, if he didn't turn his head, apparently it actually would have gone through his head. I don't know if it would have killed him, but it would have gone through his skull. Like a small portion of his skull it would have gone through. But because he turned his head, it only hit his ear. So, yeah, he has the luck of the gods, I guess.
Trump is the problem, then you are the problem.
The other thing is, people don't understand. The people think the president has all this power, so much power to do whatever he wants. He doesn't have as much power as you people think he does. The president doesn't have that much power. He's basically just a figurehead. I mean, yes, he can give executive orders, but he doesn't have as much power as people think he does.
Okay, good. Wishing death upon anyone is fucked up. I don't care who you are, all right? Unless they're genuinely a terrible person, like a horrible terrorist who's murdered.
And for those who haven't seen, somebody actually did die in that assassination attempt. And that is actually really sad.
People, you've got some serious issues. You need some serious mental help. Okay, that's what you need. You need to be locked up in a fucking psych ward if you're out there celebrating when people nearly die. Fuck me. What a weird fucking thing to say.
Do that dick hang low?
Oh, great. Okay. There's something about female rap people, singers, stars, artists, who use overly sexual lyrics that just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have the same feel to it as dudes who use it. And it shouldn't. It should be fine. It should be equal, but it's not. Let me read out the first line of this, and I hope you enjoy my rendition of it. I can't play it because it'll be copyright music. Do that dick hang low? If it do, I want some mo. Can you shove it in my guts? Can I put it in my throat? Can I see why you fuck me from the back? I want to know, do your dick hang low? That dick hang low if it...
I would say rap and hip-hop for females was a lot better in the early to late 2000s. Like around 2000, after 2009, it started to go downhill real fucking quick for rap and hip hop, especially for female rap and hip hop artists. Cause nowadays it's just all sexual shit. That's all you really hear is sexual shit. It's just like the ones I used to listen to was like Missy Elliott, Rihanna, Sierra. There were a couple others I can't remember, but I there were some songs of them. Pon de Replay was from Rihanna. There was, I don't think I have it on here, but there was another one that a couple others I listened to. Two Step, I think, from Sierra. I think that's what the song was called, Two Step. And one from Missy Elliott that featured Sierra. Those were like three of my favorite songs from those female hip-hop artists. And they weren't sexual at all. Well, somewhat sexual, but they were more tame than what a lot of the female rap and hip-hop artists sing nowadays. A lot more tame. And they were, a lot better. But shit like this, it's just I think it's not shining a very good light on female rap and hip hop artists, because there are plenty of good ones out there, even underground indie ones and others, but it's ones like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and this dumb bitch who are not shining a very good light on them, at least in my opinion.
Do I want some mo? Do it. It's still, it got the skin. Pull it. Do I back? No, I'm nasty motherfucker. I sucker. So do that. Dick hang low. Calling it all be dick. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found a new greatest song of all time. Forget Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, Don McLean's American Pie. Forget all of those songs. This is the greatest song ever written. And I want to ask you all in the comment section, do that dick hang low, do it, drop it to and throw. Can you put it in my ass? Can you stick it up my Come and see me live. See ya. Bye.
I gotta love Isaac. Well, that was Isaac Butterfield's Delusional Women of TikTok. I would love to hear your opinions on all of this in the comments below, so let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for more. I post 3 days a week. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.